down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Off the bootleg. Henson. They'll roll him out right. That is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Henson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Freeman. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. DeJuan Smoot with a tackle.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, Ryan. He will find Davis on the left side complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
21.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he's forced out left. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Ryan. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Again, Ryan steps away to his left. And it's complete. Hooper. fighting his way through contact. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big gain of 38 there on third down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, here's Ryan. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Tuesday. Space. 20.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And Bryant's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
He juked him, and now running right through it. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Now a handoff looking right. And fights through 1 man. And the ball is knocked out. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tech McKinley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. To throw on 3rd down. Henson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now Ryan on second down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out.
Detroit!
From the gun, Henson. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Detroit!
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways. But right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Henson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. So this will be accepted as he moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. On the move to his left. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A pretty good effort there. 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 2nd down. Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Ryan. He hits White, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And his throw is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it? To find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Throwing on 1st down. Henson, he sets to fire deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On 1st and 10. Henson able to get, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Operating from the gun, Henson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, gun. Wait.
From the gun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Bryant's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Hey, wait.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, Tuesday. 22.
On 1st down, Ryan. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Here's Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Looking to throw on second down. Henson, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Detroit! Detroit!
On first down, Henson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Jaguars on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Off play action. Henson. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he fields it cleanly. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun. Ryan dancing to his left. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. From the gun, Henson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Henson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And here now come the Falcons. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. DeJuan Smoot. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. And that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, give the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw on second down. Henson over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
All right, here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Henson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Ryan. It completes it right side to right. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Henson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
Get out! Wait! Go! On!
Freeman again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass in the ball game. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line. Just a across the 25. And now out come the Jags. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down. Henson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Jaguars on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Henson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Henson. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Henson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there. Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Yeldon. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock making him do it that way, didn't it?
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. To throw on 2nd down. Henson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st and 10, Henson. And that's incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch it now, Barney.
To throw again. Henson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Henson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38! Check.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Detroit!
On first down, Henson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Looking to throw on second down. Henson, now a desperation throw. And now here's another interception. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.